Good morning, good evening, and good day. Thank you for all of you who have been watching my perspectives. I am Leo Brown. I hope you liked this video. Today's perspective, before we get into it, is of someone that I've admired for quite a long time. He's always carried himself with a great deal of class, a great deal of sensitivity, and a great deal of elegance. As you all know, we are continuing Adult Week. This is me rounding out Adult Week. So if you can, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe. Become a sugar bear, honey. It's worth it. As you can see, it's worth it. No. But it's worth it. So today we are going to do our perspective on Mr. Shawn Michaels. Now, before you guys go, who is that? So Shawn Michaels, not to get y'all confused with the wrestler, because a lot of people think that I'm talking about the wrestling guy. But Shawn Michaels is a legend in the adult industry. He has been in the industry since I was a kid, actually. Um, one, and I'm dating myself, but one of the first films that I saw of his was, oh God, um, I don't know if I should say, it was a compilation. I'm gonna say that. That's all I'm gonna say. And I've admired him, and not just him in front of the camera, but I think outside of the camera. He's always carried himself with a great deal of class, a great deal of sophistication, because they call him the gentleman of porn. And he's been in the industry, in the adult industry, for many, many years. And he's also very well known. He has a very wide GLBTQIA following as well. So I figured, why not round out Adult Week with someone that I would just love to sit down and have a great, cocktail with and talk. I think he's awesome. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so if you would like a reading outside of this, for those of you who don't know, I am a psychic medium, I'm a life coach, and I'm also a motivational speaker. So if you like a reading outside of this medium, you're more than welcome to log into my website, psychicleo.com. That's psychicleo.com. And, if you want a reading, just hit me up. So Mr. Michaels, if you're watching this, I hope that this makes sense to you. I hope that it resonates, and I hope that you enjoy it most of all. And even if it doesn't resonate or make sense, or you don't enjoy it, please let me know. But I really hope that this benefits you. Now, before I go into it, let me say that my reading is not meant to be 100% accurate. Everything is subject to change. In life, life is very interchangeable. Things can change at any moment in time. And that this is purely for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so let's get started. Hope you guys are having an awesome Friday thus far. Okay. Okay, so tell me to stop. All right. I'm not even going to pull a card. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have to. So the first thing I pick up for you, Mr. Michaels, is transition, change. And it's funny because it kind of reminds me of like a starburst or a supernova. Like I just feel like you're expanding because I see this. And what I'm picking up around you is that your view, the way you view the world, the way you look at yourself has really changed. You've always been a very quiet, believe it or not, shy, kind of nerdy, kind of goofy. I get nerdy really more than anything, like comic books, sports, Star Wars. I keep seeing Star Wars because I literally see like people holding the lightsabers and stuff. But I also get that in terms of your career, not saying that you didn't take it seriously, because of course he does have his own entertainment company, but I see you being more like, okay, I have to be not only more in control, but I want to do things that I enjoy. I don't, in other words, what I'm hearing is no dictation, meaning you don't want to be dictated by a studio that tells you what to do, what you can do, who you can't be with, who you can't, the talent, and you're like, no, I want to do what I want. And I also get a sense of, dare I say, like primalness with it. I get a sense of uh, erotic, I guess the word that I want to say is like erotic abandonment. Like I just see you wanting to just, there's so many aspects of you that you want to show and explore. And it's funny because I feel like you're half and half. Part of you is very public and you know what to do in the public persona of you, but I also feel that part of you is extremely private. And you, even in your private time, you want people to know you. You know what I mean? You want people to understand that, like, yes, this is what I do, but this isn't all that I am. And I get everything from poetry writing to not singing, but I hear you talking. So I want to say like a voiceover work or like a podcast. I know you do have a podcast, but I feel like you're gonna expand more into that or expound more into the podcasting world. I feel like because I hear you talking, like I literally hear your voice and I hear you talking. Um, and I feel like you want to uncover the layers. So I kind of get that for you in the next 2 months or so, even the next 2 years, you're going to go through a great deal of transition. I'm also seeing you not gaining weight to get fat, but gaining weight to be more muscular, because there are moments where you feel that maybe you might be a little too skinny. And you've always been a very lean man, but I'm seeing you bulk up. I'm seeing like your upper body, like this part of the body, getting bigger. So I feel like you're going to change your eating habits. Um, I really feel like you need to watch your sleeping schedule. I feel like you either sleep too little or you sleep too much. And I feel like you need to work on a balancing act with that. I also get that you're very spiritual. You're very meditative, because I literally see you meditating. I see you Indian style, and I get meditation, I get Tai Chi, I get martial arts, things that calm the mind and work the body. Swimming, things like that. I'm picking it up around you as well. And I also pick up like you wanting to, well, yeah, I do pick up like settling down a little bit, but not in the sense of a traditional relationship, but just like with someone that gets you, that allows you to be open, allows you to be free and fluid and all of these wonderful things. I also get that you're a pretty good cook. You love a good meal. I'm seeing you cooking, and I'm seeing like a lot of red meat, a lot of Caribbean food, things like that. And I get a connection with you in New York. Um, Maybe you're not living out there, but like you having a home out there or something like that, or you going to visit New York a lot. Because I'm getting New York. I literally see a brownstone in front of me. And I feel like that's like your second home. Um, I know that you live in Las Vegas, but I feel like New York is really your second home. And what else am I getting for you, Sean? Just a lot of different things. And I also get that you love not only what you do, but I think you love the praise and the admiration that people give you because you've lasted so long in this business. And I'm also getting a lot to do with you in transgender rights. I feel like you really are, like, you working with transgender women. For you, that's your activism. That's your way of standing up and stepping up for the GLBTQ community. And I feel like you're going to do more of that. Like I really do. Not just with transgender women, but I just see you doing more with the community because I get activism. I hear the word activism, and not just activism with the GLBTQ, but with Black people, with immigrants, because these are all for you. These are all connections. These are all things that you resonate and you understand. And I get you writing either like poetry or because I keep seeing you writing poetry, maybe a memoir. I do pick that up a little bit, maybe. That's a maybe for me, but I literally get poetry. I feel like you're very internal. You internalize a lot. And you really need to watch that because you tend to be very empathic. you tend to take on a lot of people's pain. People don't understand that sometimes when you shut down, it's because you need to recover. It's not because you don't want to deal with people. It's just more like, I just need a moment to just be, you know? And I'm also getting that you need quiet. You're not a person that likes a lot of loud. You like quiet, you like conversation. You're a conversation person, except when it comes to business. When it comes to business and when it comes to what you have to do, then you don't mind it. But even in that, you enjoy, but aside from that, you enjoy conversation. And I feel like you really are very, what I hear is intellect and intimacy. So for you, if a person can make you think, then or they can either make you think or make you laugh, and then the intimacy will just flow. And not intimacy just in a sexual sense, but just intimacy in the sense that it's just, beautiful. Because it's funny, I feel like people often associate you with, of course, hardcore and things like that, but I don't necessarily get that. I get a man who's very sweet. I get energy that's very gentle, um, like a soft, like a warm breeze. It's like that, just very, very, I would give you the warmest hug. Like you give me that energy. You really do, and I love it. And it's very introspective. It's not a reckless wild. Like, and even when you are being kind of wild, even that's methodic. Even that's like planned out. You're not just doing it just to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's that kind of energy that I pick up around you, Mr. Michaels. I feel like there's a lot that people don't know. And I see you slowly showing your true self, but I get it being just well planned out, you being like, no, this is what I've always wanted to do. I've always done this privately, but I want to show it publicly. But it's not just in terms of what you do in terms of in front of the camera, but it's even you showing like your at home life. You talking about your start, you talking about your childhood, things like that, because there's a lot of mystery surrounding you. And I feel like what I'm seeing for you, I pick up two women because I get I want to say one's like a brunette and one's a blonde, or like a dark, like a dirty blonde. And I feel like they are the ones that are just, they're like in your corner, but I get one of them. I feel like this is more to the brunette. I feel like she wants to be something more. There's something deeper I get with her. And but what I like about these two women is that they're pushing you to just be yourself. And I'm not saying that you've had a problem with it, you haven't. But I think now what I hear is like, what have I got to lose? I see you really incorporating a lot of things into your health, a lot of greens, a lot of proteins, doing a lot more weightlifting. I see you weightlifting a lot more as well, and wanting to build up your strength. In particular, I feel like the upper, like the shoulders, the back, places like that. But I also feel like you need to watch your joints because you tend to go a little overboard sometimes. So like watch your joints, like soak in a bath of ice or cold water and Epsom salt. Do something like that. That'll help you a lot. Because if you just keep going and going and going, you're gonna, wear your body out, and you don't want to do that. Let's see. And I get a connection with you and your family. For me, I don't know if this is your mother or your grandmother, but I want to say I see kind of I don't want to call her large, but she is. She's kind of a round woman, and she has an accent. And she's very much like, you know what to do. And she's very much about you maintaining like your mental, spiritual, and emotional core. Because I see her being very, not churchy, but just very spiritual. And she's saying, don't forget to go within. Don't forget to cook the foods of our homeland. I keep seeing the Jamaican flag in front of me. So I see that. And I see this woman, she, like I said, she gives me a very motherly, grandmotherly energy. And she's just very like, I want you to take better care of yourself. I want you to, make sure that you're okay. Don't let the people, ruin you, that kind of thing. And I don't get her being disapproving, but I get her being like, okay, baby, if that's what you want to do. I may not get it, but you do you, you know. So I get that kind of energy. So I see you going within, and for me, this relates to spirituality. I don't know if you're very religious, but I do pick up you being very spiritual, you going within a lot more, walking meditations, being out in nature, going for drives, because I'm seeing you driving a lot, smoking. You do like things like cigars. I know you smoke your weed, but I feel like cigars are a big thing for you too, because I've seen that when you smoke cigars, it gives you insight, it gives you knowledge. But mainly, I get that when you go for drives and it's just you and nothing else, no music, no nothing, that's when things come to you. That's when you get what you need and you're able to let your emotions go. And because you're very sensitive, I feel, because I actually see you crying. And I see that when you're in the car, a lot of memories come up and you're just like, oh my God, I thought I forgot that, you know. And I get um, the years of like 20 to maybe like 39, that area. I feel like there's some things that are kind of muddy. You went through some stuff. 20 to maybe 35, like that particular age. And I see you kind of dealing with the trauma, dealing with the effects that you went through. And I just see you, I literally see you, you're hiding your eyes behind glasses, and I'm seeing you cry. And it's just like, I can't, you know, I can't believe I made it through that. And you're still dealing with some things, because I'm also seeing you going to a therapist too, or talking to somebody and dealing with some stuff. So you've got some things going on. I feel like by the time we get into the summer, particularly in August, what you're doing with your company and your business, that's going to become bigger and more of a well-oiled machine. I feel like you're rebuilding and rebranding your career, but it's more in the way of like, you know what you know what you want to see. But I also see you wanting to get um, your fans involved a little bit more, so like in terms of crowd participation. You want to know, well, what do you guys like? You know, I don't want to go through a company. What would y'all want to see? What do you want to see me do? You know, and I think that's why you're doing the things like the cam shows and things like that, because you really are like, I want the freedom to do what I want. And but I want to make my fans happy. So it's like a win-win. But I see that by the time we get into like July and August, things are really going to take off. And I get a connection with you in Europe around that time. I keep hearing Denmark somewhere in there, like something to do with the European area, European market. So you've got some big deals coming in. And financially, I see you not only making money, but I'm seeing you wanting to not only just make money, but maintain your money. Because I'm seeing you thinking about investments and, you know, making sure that you're okay, and not just you, but like family and, you know, certain people, things like that. I get a lot of that because I feel like you're looking at your future, you know, a lot more, because you realize like, yes, there's going to be one day where I may not want to do this anymore. And I would say this: if you choose to retire, if you end up retiring, um, I would not be surprised if you end up being a chef, like a caterer or a writer, because you got those two things. And you're very insightful too, but you dream it. You're a dreamer. I feel like you have a lot of insight. You have a lot of intuitive energy in you as well, but you dream your stuff. And I think for you, yes, you enjoy, and I keep saying it because I keep getting it. You enjoy sex. Let's make that clear. But you enjoy more so the eroticism of it all, the act, the chase, you know what I mean, the tease, the seduction, the sensuality of it versus the actual. You love sex, but I think you love the whole intimacy involved in it more than anything else. So yeah, that's what I was getting for you, Mr. Shawn Michaels. I hope that this reading made sense. I hope that it resonated with you. And even if it didn't, I hope that you enjoyed it. And for those of you that are watching, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this and you've enjoyed Adult Week. Thank you guys so much for watching, for liking, for commenting, for subscribing. and for sharing. It means a lot. I know this was kind of different, but I want to show a different aspect of myself too, because like I said earlier in my first video doing this, I enjoy people that do this, that are in what we would call adult professions. I'm very sex positive myself, and I enjoy an adult movie every now and then. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and you stay safe and stay good, and be naughty, honey, be naughty, even if it's just with yourself, and embrace all that you are, including your sexuality, because a part of your identity, part of you living well, you living strong, you living in the way that you choose to live, your sexuality is a big part of it. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys later. I love my sugar bears, and I will see you soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.